I became a school librarian because I couldn't decide what kind of educator I wanted to be. Fifth grade, middle school, high school, history, special education, it was also appealing to me that I couldn't ever just figure out what I wanted to do. So, in the interim, I became a school librarian and I fell in love with it because I get to do all of those fields throughout my school year. So much so that I've even been confused as a science teacher. This year, I am a new librarian at Londonderry Middle School in Londonderry, New Hampshire. And to give you a little bit of context of the school, it's 1,000 kids with about 85 faculty members, and I think the staff winds up to be about 150 or so. So we're quite big for our area. So I had two goals going into the school year. One was to make an effort to learn every student's name, and the second was to show the faculty members that I could be a strong collaborator to help them improve their instruction, as opposed to just be that woman who organizes the books. And so to learn students' names, I started by just asking them their names. If they had a question, if they were checking out a book, if they were in the hallways and they said something to me, if I didn't know their name, I asked it. And I think that names are something that connect you and foster a positive relationship so that then you can get to the learning. And once they know your name and you know theirs, you gotten that out of the way and you can focus on their learning, which is, I think, a pretty powerful tool. And I admit to the kids that I'm not perfect. There's 1,000 kids in my middle school, so it's quite daunting. But I do my best, and I'll remember it for a couple of weeks and then I forget it. But overall, the kids have been really receptive of that activity. And to achieve my second goal, to connect with the faculty members, I knew it wasn't going to happen overnight. So I knew I needed to start somewhere. And I got my start in November, actually. So a little later than I had wanted, but oh well, a start's a start. And a science teacher had come in, eighth grade, and he needed some computer time. And once I got him his computer time, I just made some conversation about his project and what he was doing. And he had told me that ultimately students would research an element and then do a PowerPoint presentation. And so I simply suggested, hey, maybe Google Slides could help you out and I would love to show you. He said, okay. And he came and then we started planning. And before I knew it, the other three science teachers were in on our meeting. We were planning more meetings. We were doing rubrics, assessments, and really taking his project to another level. New set of eyes, and really having that second set of hands in your classroom can be huge. And so that's where I started. And that's all I needed because now I've had such a great school year. It's only March, so it's been about 5 months. And I go home exhausted every day. And I get really tired of answering questions. But at the same time, it's so incredible and how wonderful. Answering all of those questions and just simple fixes to those larger questions and being able to be that person to bring that content and the technology and the research skills all together is such a powerful experience. And so that's my advice. So, in regards to your kids, learn their names, foster that positive relationship, learn about them, find out what they like. Do they like manga books, graphic novels, fiction, nonfiction? Your teachers, again, find out what they like, find out their teaching style. Are they more the center style of teaching? Or do they do more direct instruction, more group work, more reading aloud? And tailor your experience and your expertise to how they teach. And you'll have some good success. Promise you.